Back. I got another haul today. It's Saturday, but as you can see, I got this showcase number 75 from my buddy's shop, his LCS. He gave me a sweet deal on it. Nothing really wrong with it. It could use a pressing and maybe some tender loving care, maybe a dry clean, but not really stained up or anything. But I mean, it presents well. I am going to send this in to get graded, and yeah, it's a pretty nice book there. It's the first appearance of Hawk and Dove, so, and it's Steve Ditko artwork. So it's, and he just passed away, so it's pretty good to have this in my collection. I was pretty happy to get that. Speaking of Hawk and Dove, I also have the Liefeld Hawk and Dove #1. I picked this up as well from my buddy's shop. Just early Liefeld work. Look, he actually drew feet. But yeah, I got this one, and then I picked up this issue #1 of Hawk and Dove right here. They're supposed to be in that what is it? The Teen Titans TV show. So I figured I'd pick up as many #1s as I can, or first appearances. So I picked that one up, and then I got the new 52 Hawk and Dove by Rob Liefeld again. And sorry about the glare there, but it's a pretty nice looking book too. Not as nice as this Ditko book, so I'm gonna leave this one up here for a while I'm talking. And then my buddy also hooked me up with this. Now this is the first appearance of Bishop on the cover, I guess, in the first, because I was hunting, believe it or not, at a vintage stock, and I don't know if y'all have those where you're at or whatever, but I got this from my buddy at his shop. Now I got these from this vintage stock, and it says that this is the first full appearance of Bishop right here, and this is X-Men 283, and this is X-Men 281, and this is like his cameo appearance right here. And so supposedly this is the cameo, and then they say this is the first full appearance or whatever. That's what everybody says. But then like somebody was saying like this is his first full appearance. So I don't know. Maybe this is his first appearance on the cover. But I got all three of them, which was kind of cool to find. It was buy one get one free. So I bought these two, and which was a pretty good deal. So I got 81, 82, and 83. So I got all these, which is so I was glad to pick those up. And while I was there, I came across, let me see, where's it at? X-Men #4, the first appearance of Omega Red, which was I couldn't believe I found it in there, just in a bin, hunting. So I was excited to find this. So I was like, oh, cool. I didn't want to get it off eBay because sometimes I'm too cheap on books that I know I could probably find somewhere. So I actually found this one. So did pretty good on that. I was happy about that. And my buddy on Instagram, Black House Comics, look him up on Instagram. He does pretty good DM sales. And he sold me this one, which is issue #5, which is the Wolverine versus Omega Red fight. And there's the first appearance right here. So I'm pretty happy about that. I got this first, so I didn't even know if I would find this #4, but I actually came across it. So pretty good deal there. And then when I was also at Vintage Stock, I came across this X-Men 25. This is the one where Magneto rips the adamantium from. Oh, look, you can see the hologram. Yeah. Rips the adamantium from Wolverine's body. And never had this. I've always heard about the story, seen pictures of it, but never owned it. So when I came across it, I was like, I might as well pick it up and add it to my collection. So that's another one I throw in the PC. And new comic book day came, and I really only picked up a few things, nothing really major. I did get this Francesco Mattina Deathstroke 34 cover, which is pretty hot on eBay. Like, I think I've seen it on eBay for like $25 or something like that. And my local LCS, not my buddy's shop, but my other shop that I go to, my local LCS, they had one copy of it when I walked in there, and I grabbed it up as quick as I could because, it's a pretty awesome cover. I mean, just Batman looks pretty badass, and I'm not really a Batman fan. My son loves Batman, but I'm not really a Batman fan, but I picked it up because I like the cover, and Mattina for cover price. And then I also picked up for New Comic Wednesday, had to get this, which is this badass Dark Side cover from Mr. Miracle number 10. And I'm gonna have to get this cleaned because when I got it, there was only one. I got this at that vintage stock. There was, because like my local LCS didn't have it, and my buddy's shop, he really deals in like older books, so he's not really up on collecting new books, but he does have some books, but he doesn't really order new books. He has like, I go there to get like my older books, like like Silver Age or Bronze or whatever I can whatever I can find in his boxes when I dig or go hunting. But this, yeah, it's got fingerprints on it, I guess, from being handled, because I guess when they put them in the bag and boards, they just put them in there, but I could see fingerprints on there, like right there. And so it has to be clean probably, but I'm thinking about getting this one slabbed because I just like this. I just like that. Just cover. It's just awesome. I don't know. It's a negative cover, but it's just like great. Like, I hope Darkseid looks like this in the movie. But I got that too. And then what else did I pick up from there? Oh, I had to get my boy Alex Ross, Captain America #2, the original issue. I mean, the original cover. So anything Alex Ross, man, I'm not going to pass it up. But especially Captain America and Alex Ross, can't go wrong with that. It's just beautiful cover. I just love Captain America, especially when Alex Ross does it. It's just great. And so I picked those up for Comic Book Wednesday. And then the last two books that I got from my buddy's shop, and he actually had both of them together. So I was kind of amazed about that. So I picked up Firestorm, the Nuclear Man, #1, his first appearance. It's in okay shape. I mean, like right here, you can see it's got like a fold kind of right there. And then, I mean, the corners are all right. I'm not saying it's like a perfect book, but I mean, my buddy, he tends to try to keep his books in order, and try to keep them, to where if I was to slab them, like they'll come back at a decent grade. So, but this, it was just sitting on the counter as I was walking by, and I was like, I gotta have it, I gotta have Firestorm, the Nuclear Man. I loved him in the Legends of Tomorrow show. I liked that show. I watched it for a while, and then like I kind of got behind on it, and I quit watching it. But yeah, it was a good book to get. Then behind that, I'm all about first appearances, and lo and behold, Firestorm #3. This is in great shape. This will be getting slabbed. First appearance of Killer Frost. and I mean, you can't. I mean, look at the colors on that. It's just like the reds and the oranges and the yellow, and then like, you know, heed the warning of the frozen death. Kiss not the lips of Killer Frost. Look at that. That is, and look, the corners. Just like, corners are good. So the newsstand. I mean, not really too bad on the sides. Kind of a, you can kind of see it's kind of miswrapped. So it could use a pressing probably. But, you know, the corners are great. And just beautiful book. I mean, like when I seen this behind, like this book, when I seen this book, I was like, okay, yeah, I got to get this book because, you know, I've never had it, and like I liked the show, and I was like, and as soon as I moved it, and like I seen this one, I was like, I was sold. I was like, I've got to get both of these. And my buddy, I guess he was planning on putting them on his display wall, and like usually when he has them on the counter, that's what he's going to do, is he's going to put them up for display to sell for like another customer that comes in or whatever. But if I catch him on the counter, he knows I'll pick them up and I'll, you know, hey, these are mine. So I'm sorry, you need to find something else to put up there. So yeah, I got these, and got this, and I'm happy that I got this because, you know, I like Hawk and Dove. I want to see how it does on the Titans TV show. But that's my haul for this week. You know, there wasn't really anything major that I wanted to get, or you know, like usually when I go hunting or looking for, you know, on New Comic Book Day, I usually like wait and then like see what the markets does, and then like I'll go pick the ones that I want, because, you know, it's just the way I am. And then like usually I'm looking for books like these, you know, like this, or, you know, these. I'm not looking for like new books all the time. I'm usually looking for like stuff that, you know, that will hold up, or, you know, just like, or that's decent covers or good to grade or whatever. But, you know, when I see stuff like this though, like like this dark side cover, like I'm getting it. I'm sorry, it's a beautiful cover. I have to get it, and I'm probably gonna slab it, you know, or even this, you know, this Batman with Deathstroke. Yeah, I've got to get it, man. That's how I am. But that's my haul, and oops, camera fell over. That's my haul for the day, and I'll catch you guys next time. Y'all have a good one, and remember my motto: low grade book is better than no grade, because if you don't have a grade, you're not in the game, man. Y'all have a good one.